Hi, I'm Christian Guzman, and I approve of the Board Shorts and Banter podcast.
What is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to the Board Shorts and Banter podcast. We are very, very sorry for our little bit of a hiatus last week. We had quite a lot going on, didn't we, Tom?
We did indeed. What's that? That's a second week we've missed now.
I don't care anymore. You know what? The people, they'll understand, and all will be fine. No one's heads are going to fall off. It's okay.
Do you want to know my opinion on it? I feel like if people have too much of something, they don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Versus if you just trickle it every now and then maybe we go for like a 1 year hiatus, like when we come back. Oh my god, you know. So
yeah. Shall we have a month off?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Just because I feel like it.
Yeah, let's do it. There's nothing going on anyway. It's not like all the bodybuilding shows have all kicked back off again.
No. Oh, do you know what I'm noticing as well?
Tell me.
My face is looking rounder, your face is looking slimmer. I was waiting for this transitional period.
I'm waiting for the day where you weigh more than me.
I'm 84. I was 84.8 this morning.
Oh, nice.
What are you clocking in at now? 92. Let me get 92.4.
So yesterday I hit 91.7, and I was a bit like, nice. And then today I've gone up, but I ate my last meal quite late last night, and I'm blaming that. And then also, it's quite early in the morning. So if you're listening to this, me and Tom are up at 7:30, doing our podcast duties. Normally we record it at like 9-10 o'clock or in the evening. So if we sound a little bit tired, we probably are.
I've literally rolled out of bed, chowed down like 120 grams of overnight oats, well, more than that, and now we're here. Well,
I'm doing this fasted, so this is fasted podcasting.
Ooh, do you usually fast on the podcast? Not?
Yeah. Just coffee, just a good old whoa.
I like it.
Magical.
Are you on the Nespresso
stuff.
pods anymore? Like, are you just making actual coffee? Have you got the grinder? Have you got to like tamp it down? Have you got to like?
Yeah. Yeah, but the effort that goes into our coffee in the morning is it's impressive, to be honest. Mm-hmm. It's like a 25-minute job.
You're joking? Have you got to grind the beans every morning?
Grind the beans? We've got a grinder. You just press a button and it goes.
Right.
You know, foam the milk.
Do you know you got the what's it called? The thing that you put the coffee beans into and then like tamp it down. Have you got like the little wire thing that you put into the coffee and then like that?
I do have one, yeah, but that's a little bit too much effort.
Do you know Chris Rendell, who's been on the podcast times? You know, he's a big coffee guy.
Is it?
Yeah, I think he has all the tools and he's like goes through this like ritual process of doing it all. I feel like you can go way too deep down that rabbit hole, mate. Don't go down it.
Yeah, I'm not. I think we're far enough down the rabbit hole. I tell you what, my coffee art, right, is absolutely diabolical.
Wait.
I said to Annabella at the weekend, I'm going to make an Instagram page called Coffee Art by Krog.
Krog Cough.
And it is Krog Cough. Cough Krog.
Cough Krog.
It's just terrible. Everything looks like it's like, I don't know, like a snowman that's been hit by a car or something. Yeah, look at that. Well, actually, so today's looks like a dancing star on the top of a Christmas tree.
To me, that looks like a fetus, like an early developed.
Oh my
fetus.
God, it does. See, this is why I need to make the page, because it gets the brain going.
It's abstract. It's up for interpretation. That is abstract, isn't it? You know.
It is, mate. It is. Oh, I'm going to make that just for a laugh. I'm just going to make Coffee Art by Krog.
But how does it taste? That's the most important thing.
Unreal. What's the place? We get our beans from a place called North Star in Leeds. If anyone's into the coffee, I highly recommend. It's pretty special. I've got it on a subscription, so I get a new bag every 2 weeks.
How much is that? Out of curiosity.
Right. How much is a coffee in a shop?
Oh, it's going to be loads cheaper. Coffee in the shop. I don't know, mate. I don't drink coffee. Like £4, is it?
£4. So bearing in mind, me and Annabella have 1 a day. 2 a day each.
Right.
So what's that? £16 if we went out to the shop every single time. 7 days a week without fail. So you're probably talking, oh God, that's quite a lot of money, that, isn't it? 16 times 7.
Is that what you used to do? Or have you not done that for a long
No.
time?
This is if we wanted to. Oh God, if we wanted to, this is how much it would cost us per week for both of us to have our coffee. £112. If we went 1 minute, literally just down there to go and get our coffee, that's how much it would cost.
And the time to go get it.
And we get a bag for like £26, and that lasts us 2 weeks.
Does it taste just as good?
Tastes better.
Does it?
Yeah. It's so fresh.
Mate, that's the thing, is that people spend money on you spend your money on what you want and live your life how you want, because ultimately you only get one of them and money's money, whatever. But fuck me when people complain that they've got no money and then they're spending that much on coffee.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate, that's nearly coaching paid for, isn't it?
Literally, yeah.
Do you know what I found out the other day? Do you know how much a Ozempic is?
Oh, that's expensive, isn't it?
You're talking minimum £140 a month.
You can get a coach for that.
That is literally a coach.
Yeah.
And a coach isn't going to, give you brittle bones. Your hair's not going to fall out. Well, it might, but might not. I'd like to think you're less likely to have negative side effects from having a good coach than you are Ozempic.
It's not even just that as well. You are paying to take part in a huge clinical trial.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a clinical trial. Like, it hasn't been around long enough for like people to actually realize the long term, downsides, side effects, etc. Obviously, they know about like the bone wasting and whatnot now. But it's like, all right, if you're out of shape and you're using Ozempic, like, are you actually solving the reason as to why you're out of shape?
No.
So what happens when you come off it?
Well, you just balloon back up. Oh, mate.
It's
so like
horrible,
I was thinking. So you have your Ozempic, you lose. Let's say you lose 5 stone, however many kilos that is. Speaking stone, because that's what people that use Ozempic, that's the language that they use. So you lose that weight, you end up with like really brittle bones, not in a good spot, and then you gain the weight again, right? Your bones aren't going to be able to handle that kind of mass. Just gonna fall to be, just gonna disintegrate.
Oh, I just roll both ankles and they snap.
Yeah, mate, just shins, just gone. Like when you get a can and you just crush it. It's gonna be like that.
No, so you're gonna go on Ozempic, yeah? You're gonna go on Ozempic for prep. I'm gonna go on, what's it called? It begins with like a W, or
whiskey.
Where we go?
Oh, Winstrol.
Yeah, that's the one. But nah, like it's a lot more common. Obviously, there has been men that have used it, but I think it's a lot more common in like female coaching as well.
Yeah,
I know this from obviously Georgia. Even some
like female coaches putting their clients on Ozempic.
No, just like how rife it is in like the female community. If you know what I'm trying to say, it's like from Georgia, like coaching her women. I hear about obviously women that she's had like consultations with, or just chats with in general. Like everyone is like, oh, I thought about doing it. My cousin's done it. My brother's like whatever. Like it's so prevalent right now. So many people trying it. It's crazy.
It's wild. Absolutely mental.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else? What else have we got to discuss this morning? Don't want it to be an Ozempic podcast.
You never know. There might be someone morbidly obese listening to this right now that's tempted to do it.
Right. If you are listening to this and you are tempted to do Ozempic, that's another thing I was going to say. Yeah, on the Boots website, when you buy your Ozempic,
you can buy it on Boots.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
How bad? Yeah.
No,
So you then have the option to add a trainer. You can add an online coach at the checkout bit.
Mine and your profiles there, like.
Yeah.
What do they do in football? When they're like...
Oh God, yeah. Ooh, weird.
So, when is it suitable to use it then?
When is it suitable to use it?
Yeah,
I don't think it is.
it's a medication. So if someone has like type 2 diabetes or PCOS or something like that, and they've got like genuine like insulin resistance as to why they like really struggle to lose weight, because there are people that out there that have hormonal problems which affects their ability to lose fat. I think it's got a use case, but it needs to be prescribed by a medical professional, not by buying it on fucking Boots.
It's just like an appetite suppressor, isn't it? Do you know the ins and outs of it?
Do you know when someone says, "Oh, what's your himbine?" and it's like it's a beta 2 antagonist. It's a GLP-1, whatever. So it binds to like receptors, and then it like absolutely kills your appetite off, something like that. So yeah, it's got a use case, just like most medications, but it needs to be prescribed by someone that knows what they're doing, not by the personal trainer on Boots.
Yeah. Anyway, right, if you are listening to this and you want to take Ozempic, or you are taking Ozempic, right, me and Tom are both online coaches, and we will do you a package that fits the amount that you're paying for your Ozempic. So if you're paying £400 a month for your Ozempic, me and Tom will provide you online coaching for £400 per month.
I'll do it for $399.
For $398.50.
$397.
No, I won't.
No, I'm joking. I know my worth.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking mental. The fact that people are even spending that much on it. Wow.
Yeah. Right. Bodybuilding. Why? The reason why everyone's here. What's been happening recently in the bodybuilding world? Quite a lot's been happening. Yeah.
Loads. We've missed all the opportunities to talk about it and get views, haven't we?
Not bothered. We'll talk about it anyway.
Have you realised what episode this is as well?
99. That means we've got a week to get our 100th episode guest sorted. What? Tom, I can't hear you. Your sound's gone. Your sound's gone, bro.
Hello.
There we go. Sound's back. Go on, what were you saying?
I thought we already had them lined up.
Yeah, we do, but let's just create some hype, yeah?
Okay.
So, guys, what I want you to do, right, this week, I'd love it, I'd absolutely love this. I want you to screenshot the podcast on whatever platform you listen to it on, and I want you to tag the individual that you want for the 100th episode. So let's say, for argument's sake, let's say Lee Kemp. You want to @ Lee Kemp and then hashtag BSB 100.
That's cool. I like that.
I'm going to ask this now. Please, can nobody tag the DFBA? We've had them on. We don't want to get cancelled further.
Yeah. So
yes.
Yeah. So
tag the person.
BSB
hashtag
100.
BSB 100.
And @ me and Josh as well.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So we can share it, and everyone can see that we want Lee Kemp on.
Or anyone really. You know, that's of cultural significance.
We could get Jack on.
No, we can't.
No. Yeah, we can't, can we?
No, he's not in the mood, I don't think.
No. But anyway, yeah, people get that done. That'll be beautiful. And I'm very much looking forward to that episode. And we'll actually turn up for it as well.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, if we get a good enough guest, we'll have to turn up, and we may have to do some preparation for it.
Yeah. Should we do a big giveaway for it as well?
I've got nothing to give, bro. I'm washed. I'm skinned. Yeah, of course. Let's do a big giveaway. What shall we give? Pit stop? £100 voucher?
£1,000 voucher.
100 grand. 100 episode, grand per episode. Let's go.
Nah, £100 voucher. Yeah, for pit stop. Job done.
Anything else? Oh, you can come and train with us as well.
Oh,
we'll pay for your petrol. You what?
Yeah, we'll pay for your petty. Get down to Ultra Flex.
Yeah. What a treat. Hey,
As long as you don't drive a Defender, we'll pay for your petrol.
Whoa. We'll do company mileage, so 45p a mile, yeah? Sweet. Oh, mate. Last episode, we put the feelers out for a board shorts and banter meetup.
Response was good.
Response was good.
Very good.
One downside about the response, it was someone from Ipswich, London, Wales, down south where Tom's from, up north, Scotland, fucking Ireland. There was no correlation or strong points of where people are from. Everyone is from everywhere, which is great. But at the same time, it's like, we would have liked one little bit of a hotspot.
I think we should do Ipswich.
Yeah.
Or like
really
Scunthorpe.
Easy to get to. You are?
Or Scunthorpe.
Scunthorpe has a great gym. Rezo 24.
Does actually?
Yeah. In fact, if you want to go there one time, Tom, it's absolutely brilliant.
Oh, I'm not in a rush to go to Scunthorpe, but if I ever am there, and I'll check it out, mate.
It's all right, bro. I'll drive us. My treat.
So basically, we need to figure out where we're going to do this meetup because it's clear to see that people want it.
I have an idea, right, that the people may get on board with. We just need to ask permission, but you know that new gym that's opening in Loughborough?
I can't quite remember the name of it, mate.
TPC, it's like Toilet Paper Club.
Oh, yeah. Equipment's just wet and soggy.
Yeah, that's it. The Princess Club, the Toilet Paper Club. No, Toilet Paper Club.
The Prick Club.
Yeah. No other words beginning with P, because we'll get cancelled. Twat. Twat, please. Nothing that begins with a C.
The Physique.
Yeah. That one. Yeah, so if that sounds like something that we should do, then we'll line up a date. We'll speak to Reese and Finn, and we'll get it sorted.
Boom! That would actually be really good. And I think I think we'd actually get. No, I'm not going to say it, actually. I think it'll be fun.
I think it'll be sweet.
Do you know what? Even if 2 or 3 people turned up, I wouldn't care because the session we had the other day with James was sick.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. We had a few weeks ago. One of our value podcast listeners bumped into me in the gym, and he was just like, it was so lovely. I was like, "Oh, mate, if you ever come back up, just tell me, and we can train together, or I'll get Tom to come down and train." And we did it. So we trained with Mr. James Linford, valued podcast listener,
legend.
Asked lots of questions, so can't ignore that kind of dedication to the poddy. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, no, it was wicked. So we just want to do that, but get more of you involved. So what's the rules again? They've got a comment down below. No, tag us in their stories with BSB 100.
We don't ask much, do we?
Oh no! That's about the guest.
Don't, Tom. Just turn your brain off, mate. It's all good.
Oh my God.
Right. I'll next thing to talk about. My meetup.
Yes. How was it, mate?
I think I'm one of the only online coaches ever to go to his own meetup and to end up with a hangover.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah. I respect that though.
Oh mate, I'm so glad that I did it.
Yeah. Did you have a good time? Did everyone else there have a good time?
It was mint.
Yeah.
It was one of the most enjoyable days of my life.
Of your life?
It was so nice.
Yeah.
So on Saturday, the Just Coaching team, we did our biggest ever meetup. There were like 30 odd people training at Ultraflex in the day, and then I booked out my favourite bar in Sheffield. For the long-standing podcast listeners, there was once an episode where I didn't have any electricity at home.
Was that?
And I had to go to a bar to go and record the podcast, and it was there.
Mad.
And it was funny. So one of the guys that was serving us was like, "You've been in here before, haven't you?" I was like, "Yeah. I sat and recorded a podcast." He was like, "Oh, I was on shift that day. We all found it hilarious." I was like, "Yeah, cheers, mate."
For God's sake. Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's not. That's not the norm thing to like go and have a meet up and then go for a drink afterwards. But that's you, isn't it?
Mate, don't get me wrong, I'm not a pisshead, but what I am is I'm very chilled. I'm very laid back. I understand how socializing works and the benefits that it has to your central nervous system. Just a nice time. Everyone that's part of my coaching team, they're all very, very similar. So giving them an opportunity to, socialise, spend time with each other outside of a gym, it was just mint.
It's one of those things where you could have like I take on clients that are like very serious, as in like they're very, very like over the top serious to the point where like it actually detracts from their progress because they're stressing themselves the fuck out. They never manage to switch off. Their recovery is therefore shit. Their sleep is therefore shit, just because they're trying to do everything perfectly. Versus if you can take a great athlete and you can teach them how to fucking chill out and actually be a human, there's so much value in that. And I think even myself, like I've gone through my little phase in 2023 of being like over the top with things, and now I'm learning to like just chill the fuck out a little bit. Yeah. And it's so much more sustainable. So like that's why you doing that, it's not the norm, but like it's good. And even like myself, for instance, when I've done a client meetup in the past in 2023, the end of it, went out for a drink with them all. Went out for a little like bar crawl kind of thing. It's fucking great fun,
Good. That should be the norm. We live in a very, internet age, and there's not a lot of real life human connection go off. So if you can create some kind of human connection amongst your clients, then you should defo do it.
And there's nothing like an old beer to get the mouth flowing, is it? Between your clients, good social.
Oh, mate, I had so much Guinness.
Did you?
Yeah.
I saw you spill it in the G and everything.
Mate, I nailed it. I did it like 4 or 5 times. Which kind of shows how much I had to drink.
That was with Tom, wasn't it? And that's who you played darts with against as well at Kez's posing meet.
No. That was Reese. Oh, I wish it was Tom. I wish Tom came to my meetup. That'd be sick.
Sorry, Reese.
Yeah.
Mate. Well, Reese is like quite tall as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Reese listens to the podcast. He's going to be devastated with that.
Reese Freeman, I know him. See, I know him.
Yeah, Reese reviews on TikTok.
Has he actually got Reese reviews?
Mate, is TikTok famous?
Go. What does he review? Food?
You name it. Everything.
Oh, mad.
Food. Guinness. Yeah, he's big on the TikTok. He's got like 3 million followers.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, Reese reviews. Oh, what is it? 1990 something. You on TikTok now?
Oh God, there's another Reese reviews.
And he goes, "Hello there," at the start of every single review.
Oh, I can't find him. How do you spell his first name? Is it Reece?
Reese reviews 1995. Yeah, he's famous. He's got 280 followers.
You dickhead.
How many things is he's got? Bloody loads.
And do you know what?
Look at this.
He just looks like a type of lad that would be at your meetup, mate. Quarter zip on, ale in hand.
Ah,
just a bloke
reviewing cereal. Yeah, Reese, I hope that you're enjoying your shout out, bro. Can everyone go and follow Reese? We're asking a lot of people today.
Yeah, so we should.
Yeah, we put a lot of effort into these. You guys can put a lot of effort into doing as we ask.
Right, what else is there to talk about, mate? Let's talk about Mr. Jack Eagles.
Jeagles, the big dog. Preppy's done.
Yeah, that's it. He's done. And he finished. Obviously, we covered his first showing at the Fit World. And obviously just did the Detroit Pro. It was Pro Amateur, yeah. Mate, what a fucking stage.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Just looks so good. Drop, lighting was like on. I've never seen a bodybuilding show have lighting that good.
Yeah.
Why can't they all, what's so like hard about that? Why can't they all do that?
I don't know, mate.
Like mad. But yeah, unreal show.
you know the Ben Hall.
The Ben
Hall.
Yes.
If it had that lighting, it'd make it 1,000,000 times better.
Yeah, I just don't, again, maybe it's just because I've never set up a bodybuilding show, but surely just there's a formula for it. Use this type of light in this position, bada bing, bada boom. And I get every single theatre is different, but I don't know.
Lights are lights, you know. You should be able to get the right ones.
Oh, you use the Lumi 5000.3. Yeah. We use that one as well. The Detroit Pro. Just use that one, you know?
Yeah.
But what did you think of the show?
Show looked mint. Standard were obviously very, very good. Yeah. We've obviously spoke to Eagles, and I don't want to talk about stuff that we can't talk about.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm just thinking what can be said. It was a wonderful show. Great show. Jack has finished prep. Look at Dom Kirby. Oh my God, we've got him to talk about as well.
Yeah, got what to talk about, bro.
God damn. Do you know, right? Jack has matured so much over the last year or so. Like, yeah. I sat and binged his YouTube, you know, like pretty much all the videos whilst we're in America. I watched them yesterday and the day before. And he's just so switched on to, you know, what's important and what's not. Mm-hmm. I am, you know, man to man, brother to brother, so fucking proud of him.
Yeah. It's one of those things where he's being forced to mature very, very quickly, isn't he? You know, almost. Yeah. Obviously, everyone gets a choice. You know, someone could be put in his position and then they don't, and then that's when people fall off. You know, but when someone like Jack realizes the position that he's in, he's grateful for the position that he's in as well. Obviously, he's fucking worked for it, so it's not like it's just been handed to him. But like,
yeah, but he's still so young. Like,
oh yeah.
Well, again, yesterday when I was watching his videos, I'm thinking, this is like watching Callum Von Moger. You know, like how Callum Von Moger grew in the industry so quick when he was so young.
Yeah.
And then he just literally fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
And tore his quad and broke his knee and stuff. I can't see Jack being like that because he's just so bloody switched on.
Yeah.
Do you think that's partly down because he's English and English people are just a little bit different?
Potentially.
Like Americans are, I know Callum Von Moger's from Australia, everyone, but Americans are a little bit more. Is erratic the right word?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's that. I think Jack speaking to Jack, he just fucking loves bodybuilding, mate.
Yeah,
and it's like this like, you know, spotlight that's been put on him. I feel like it's something that he's just had to like learn to.
Yeah,
you know, because I think he's just more in it for like bodybuilding itself rather than just all that shit. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
No, it's great.
He's a good lad.
He grew as well whilst they're in America. Like I said, I've known Jack a long time. He's always been a little bit shorter than me, but for some reason now he's actually ended up taller than me, which is, you know, fair enough. Mm-hmm. But he's got loads of weight to fill in his weight cap, which is, you know, even more exciting. So next time he competes, it'll be how he looks now, plus probably an extra, what did he say, £10?
No, like £15.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think it's got like £15 to grow now. So
crazy.
Combine that with a bit of muscle maturity, which will naturally come over time as well.
Yeah.
Pretty mad. Yeah, he did look quite tall when he come back.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, I did think that, to be fair. So basically, like me and you, because we're both a little bit taller than Jack, we're like 6'1". We could probably, what's our weight cap then for classic? I think we should just go for it, bro.
I reckon it's like £230. I reckon that's how much we can weigh. Just go full send on the bulk.
Fuck it, mate. Yeah, well, I'm on my way. You're on the way down, bro. So catch up.
Yeah, bro.
Catch up.
Go on MBW. In fact, is it on MBW? Yeah, that says Bachelor
Bodybuilding Balbide.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, my name is BJ Morris.
Have you seen who's doing all the
Who's
pro
this
shows?
dickhead?
Oh my god, look at that guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, who's used that Canva remove tool? Huh?
Probably AJ.
Who's used the background remover?
Go. Look who's doing the show. So we've got Jay McGee.
Bosh.
Bosch beat Jay McGee in Vegas back in 2020. Bosch.
Matilda.
She's good, eh? She's young. I think she's only like 21.
Fucking hell, she's got delts on the girl.
Yeah. He's mint.
Yeah, pretty gnarly.
Yeah, just go down to the men's physique, guys. Just skip over the bodybuilding.
Oh,
It's boring. Here he is. Johnny.
The champ is
Johnny
here.
Clough.
The champ is here. Yes, Johnny.
He's been
Johnny
here
boy.
time and time again. So I've beat Johnny at UKFBA British Finals, WNBF British Finals. I don't think Johnny's beat me. Bobby Fotheringham. I've got a little bit of a history with Bobby. He beat me at the UKFBA British Finals in 2020, and I'm still not over it. So yeah, this show's looking rather spicy.
Little bit spicy.
Little bit. No idea who this kid is.
Andrew Lim.
I don't think he's competed for a while, so whatever he looked like on that photo, that's not a fair reflection of how he looks.
Who is he? Is he WNBF?
I've no idea, mate. See, you'd beat him, wouldn't you, Tom?
Yeah.
I reckon you could get in with the UK UP Pro card.
How many weeks out is it?
27, 28.
28 weeks. Oh, bro, don't count me out, bro. As long as AJ gives me that thumbs up.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him one day.
Oh, that Adam was the
Pound's
first
doing it.
announced. So you're not doing it then, bro.
No.
Oh, so that
I'm
was a big
waiting for
announcement
I'm waiting for the Jovan announcement, and then that's it. Entry's going in.
No. So what you're waiting for is to make sure that like there's no one that's going to beat you, and then you'd be like, yeah, AJ, post mine now. Yeah, we're in, bro.
Do you know, like in a few months' time, when it inevitably gets announced that I do this show, and I start talking about this as the biggest show this year, I swear to God, I truly believe this is going to be the biggest show this year. I know so many men's physique pros that are going to enter it. It's probably going to be the biggest pro lineup of the year, or very, very close to being the biggest pro lineup of the year. And in all honesty, that is the NBW show is the only show that's like on my mind on a regular basis.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because of like the
people that I'd be going up against?
Yeah.
Like, spoiler alert, Tam.
Yeah.
I know he's my boy, but I want to go up against Tam. Like, me and Tam have always had this like little bit of a dream of being on the stage together.
Yeah.
So I want that to happen. Jovan, if he enters, which I feel like he will, if he's on prep, it makes sense for him to enter the show. Bobby Fotheringham. There's a few overseas guys that I've not got beef with. Yeah, fuck it. I've got beef with them. I want to smoke them. Yeah, it's going to be huge. Jovan's a big boy.
I feel like his arms are too big for his back.
Yeah, I think from the rear, I've got him. Like just back muscles, I've got him.
It's because what it is as well is because his lats insert quite high, don't they? And like, don't get me wrong, I can still fill those out, but I feel like like just that shot there, like, I don't know. Obviously, that's still nuts. That's still fucking insane. Like, I can't even comment on that because it wiped the floor with me. But like, just from like me judging it, his arms are just huge, just almost a bit too big, you know.
One of the key bits is balance, and if you've not got the balance, then it does make things look small.
like shoulders there are a little bit out angled by the arms.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but mate, still mad, insane.
He's had a good few years away now, so I would like to think that he's made some decent progress.
Yeah. Have you competed against him?
No. So Jovan won his pro card and did his first lot of shows the year after I competed.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Not the year after I won my
leaner.
The year after I won my pro card.
Yeah.
Bosh.
Do you think he should stick with men's physique, or do you reckon he should eventually?
Nah, mate, he's men's physique. Yeah.
Yeah, just arms are just stupid. Who else is going to be competing that you know of? Let's have a look, mate. Let's have a look at Tam.
Tamley. Tom's proportions are just
Bush.
go on his flat checking there. Bosh.
That bottom right there is sick.
I love it. So we are obviously debating on doing classic. I just think, Tom wants to be a WNBF pro.
Yeah,
that's very much the goal this year. I think he's more likely to get it in men's physique than any other class.
What's he like from like the glutes and hamstrings?
Like fine, not unreal, but great. He's like me, very very upper body heavy.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's needed to be for God knows how long. And then when you try and transition from men's physique to classic, it doesn't happen over one off season. It's a little bit more of a process.
Yeah. Do you know that Australian classic physique guy? What's he called? Oh, Tam reminds me of him. He looks like Arnold.
What's
he just has like all the classic Australian guy.
I follow him.
Do you know what's going to come up? Callum Van Moga.
Yeah. He's ICN boy, I think.
I can't spell for the life of me. No, yeah, of course, Callum Van Moga comes up.
Wait, I'm going to find him. I'm going to find the guy. Where are you? I bet all the Aussies are screaming at the phones. It's that guy.
Hit guy. Right, I've just put in classic Arnold lookalike. Fuck's sake.
Oh, sorry guys, this is awful content.
This is awful content, but
I've got some questions as well to go through after this. Where are you?
Not Arnold. No, not Callum. Yeah, Tam looks like him anyway. We'll have to. I think we'll have to move on, mate.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to move on. Sorry, people.
I feel like I'm gonna find him in a second as well. This is so annoying. Go on, Tom. What else do you want to talk about, mate?
Just that my training is going very, very well, and I'm excited for this off season now. I've got through my period of I feel shit about not competing. Do I feel impatient? Yeah, but I'm actually like really excited now to just fucking smash this off season at Ultraflex.
Good. I'm glad that penny has finally dropped. Oh. Are you still trying to find him?
Yeah, I am.
I might have to do some editing on this one.
Yeah, nah. We're not going to edit. People are here, mate. People are here. Oh, I found him. Look.
That's Tom.
Can you see my screen?
Nope.
Joel,
it's just Tam.
Okay. Joel Collette. He's natural as well, this guy. Joel Overkill.
Knows.
There we go.
Overkill. That's it. Yeah, this guy. Whoa.
Look, this is very Tam-esque.
Yeah, very.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sick physique.
Yeah.
Such a sick physique. Everyone's like, why don't you train your legs, bro? Mate, have you seen this guy? He looks mad.
Yeah, he's
Like,
sick.
how can you tell him to train his legs? Like, yeah, like his arms and his chest are ridiculous, but I think that's a sick look.
Yeah. That is such a sick look. Look at him on stage.
Like, yeah, like, are the quads smaller? Yeah, but who gives a fuck? Bosh.
God damn. He's
Yeah.
so handsome.
He is,
Anyway,
isn't he?
right. Well, I'm glad that we spent 10 minutes trying to find this guy. Should we try and get him on for the 100th
He's actually
episode?
pretty peeled, mate.
Yeah. He's just not got very big legs, but it's a very Arnold-esque look.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good excuse, though, isn't it? Yeah, bro, I don't actually train my legs very hard because I just don't want to, like, I'm trying to nail that Arnold look.
Yeah. Arnold's legs was not too big.
I honestly think Tam could look like this.
Tell you what, I bet Tam could look better than him.
Yeah, I reckon so. Anyway, Overkill. Cool guy. Very cool guy.
Yeah, sick physique.
Right, let's churn through some questions.
Yeah.
Right, let me just stop staring at the screen.
Right, you ready, Tom?
Ready.
How to program your own training plan. Fucking hell, what a question this is. What kind of what? Go on. Do you want to try and answer that? That you'd do it how you would anyone else.
What split would you enjoy? Pick that split, and then basically whatever parts of your body are lagging a little bit, add a bit more volume in those areas.
Yeah.
And then
Easy as that.
pick movements you enjoy, mate.
Forest to win the FA Cup.
Forest, Nottingham. I reckon they will, bro. They're on a good streak at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing really well.
Are they
Third
actually?
in the Prem.
The what? Sorry.
Third in the Premier League.
Are they?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Go on.
Mate, Premier League's mad this year. You look at it like, what the hell's happened here? You know Man United, your team,
Yeah.
yeah, near the bottom of the league.
Are they actually? Where's Liverpool?
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Top of the league, bro. 11 points clear.
Where's Torquay?
Torquay's top of, oh God, I want to say National League South.
Is that good?
No, it's not good, but what's important, I heard someone talk about them on the radio the other day. They have got so many fans. They get like 4,000 people going to watch them in non-league football.
Do you know why that is? Because there's nothing else to do down there, mate.
Yeah. Just go and watch the Seagulls playing Mo.
Come on, you goals. Yeah.
Carl Curry has asked, favourite pub meal? For me, it has to be like... I'd say my favourite meal is a steak, like a steak pie. You know, like a really traditional pub meal. But what I always end up going for is like a bloody mixed grill or something.
Steak and ale pie.
Yeah.
Steak and ale pie.
Cal Curry's also asked, Cal, are you on prep, mate? Are you feeling quite food focused? Cal can't answer that. Nando's order. What would you go for, Tom?
Fino pitta with spicy rice and sweet corn. Or sometimes, if it's bulk season, then it's a peri chips.
Come on.
As well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my vibe is double chicken pitta with pineapple. And then, I also go for peri tamer spice. Have you ever had that, Tom?
I have. I had it because of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. It's like barbecue gravy.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Lovely. Double chicken pitta, pineapple, peri tamer spice. And then we go spicy rice and peri salted chips.
Bosh.
James Linford, our boy. Top 3 growing and cutting hacks that you've used over the years. No high cal shakes, Josh. Well, that's my number 1.
Legalize anabolic steroids.
Yeah.
That thing. No.
Cutting. Ozempic
and I'm not going to say it. I can't say that. Cutting. Ozempic, caffeine, and nicotine. Yeah, it's great.
Nicotine?
Yeah. Get them all out, bro. All the bad habits that you can think of. There we go.
Okay. Right, okay. I'm
joking, by the way.
Top 3 growing and cutting hacks that you've used over the years.
Growing,
surplus isn't really a hack, is it?
A hack for me was actually sleep more. Walk more, even though Josh doesn't really apply to that one. If you're someone like me that actually needs to gain a lot of muscle, keep walking, because if you don't, then your appetite will go in the bin. Sleep more, walk more, not too much though, to the point where you're burning too many calories. And then Saurine.
Saurine, mate. Saurine is bae.
Hack. Lemon. The little lemon ones, mate. Oh.
Mate, lemon, raspberry, blueberry, you name it, they're all great. Oh, banana bread ones. Oh my god!
I went to the gym yesterday and I had 125 grams of the banana one. Beautiful.
Do you get the Lunchable ones or do you get like a loaf?
Both. I've got the options.
It's on all the Saurine boys.
The options. Yeah, in my cupboard I have the lemon, I have the white chocolate raspberry, I have the banana loaf, everything. Did you ever try?
I think I've got some lemons.
The chocolate one?
No.
As in, like, it wasn't even like they have like the chocolate orange lift bars.
Yeah.
Lift bars are incredible, right? But there was a loaf, a block. It wasn't like chocolate orange. It was just chocolate.
Yeah.
Blue packet, and they've discontinued it now. Unreal.
I couldn't go for something that's like chocolate based on them. I know like there's white chocolate raspberry, but white chocolate is good on anything. I think I'd have shit. I think I would eat shit if it had white chocolate on it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I'd say like, for bulking, I just used to eat as much food as I could. Right? So like I used to eat like family sized sharing meals of like microwave pasta. It was stupid. But I do think that there's a little bit of a skill of eating a lot of food and like having very balanced meals throughout the day that are all very, high in calories, rather than just not barely eating, but eating just enough and then slamming in 2,000 calories before bed. Like that's not going to help you grow. No. That's just going to ruin your sleep and ruin your appetite.
Yeah. So last week, a couple of days where like through my own fault, because I'm human, maybe it's why I'm not a good bodybuilder. I'm joking, I am. Is because I had a couple of days where I just didn't eat as much. Like I had breakfast and then went to the gym, and then by the time I got from the gym, jumped on calls because I've always got a call after the gym apparently.
So that is Tom's ace card up his sleeve. I go, what have you got on tonight, mate? Oh, I've got a call at 3:00. I'm like, fucking hell, you got a call at 3:00 every day.
I do.
Tom's clients, please, if Tom says I'm free at 3:00, he's lying to you. He's not free until 5.
Hey,
he's lying.
I'm a man of the people. If it's convenient for them, it's not convenient for me. That's fine, right?
Can I give you a tip? Right, and this goes to any online coach that is listening to this right now. If someone says to you, I need a call, I need to speak to you urgently about something, right? How to find out if it's urgent? Say to them, I'm free at 6 a.m. If someone goes, all right, sweet, I'll speak to you at 6 a.m. They need your help.
Yeah.
If not, they'll go, oh, actually, I'll just message you now.
Yeah. Okay, and then they go,
my dog's died.
Oh no! Don't say that.
No, but like, what's the worst thing that could possibly happen that a client could say to you? There's nothing really that you need a call for. That you need a call for. Sometimes a call is like, the easiest thing because you want to have a back and forth.
Yeah.
But honestly, try the 6 a.m. thing. For starters, gets you out of bed earlier, gets, the high brain capacity job done as early in the day as possible. 6 a.m. calls. Normalise 6 a.m. calls. I love it.
I'll try it. But no, to my defence, like a lot of the calls I've had recently have been like people in the US and people overseas. So it's all different time zones. And 3:00 in the UK, funnily enough, just seems to be like a convenient time for them because it's like 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. or something like that, So, yeah, that's my defence anyway. Well, where was we going with that?
We're on about you leaving the gym. I have no idea. I actually have no idea how we ended up on that tangent. That was quite good, that.
That was it. Eating, yeah. I had a couple days last week where like I'd had like 2 meals, and then there was like a big 4-5 hour gap where I hadn't ate. And then Jesus, like a lot of people think they eat a lot of food. They don't. It's because they just don't eat regular meals, like you said. Whereas if you're eating a lot of food and you have that distributed across 5 even meals of like 2 to 3 hours between each meal, fuck me, it's so much easier. So much easier.
Yeah. When I first, not when I first went to a gym, but maybe the first time that I like committed to a bulk, I remember speaking to one of the people that ran the gym, and she was like, "Oh, whatever your favourite carb source is, start off with that, and then just add little bits to the meal. So, say you like pasta, go with pasta and mince, and then it might be like, right, okay, need to increase protein, increase fats. I'll add in an egg." You know, and then just build your meals off of that, and like almost like progressively overload on an eating front.
Yeah.
I used to eat, mate. I used to take to college with me a huge Tupperware, and it had 2 tins of tuna in, tin of beans, like maybe 400 grams of cooked pasta, and it was just like a trough that mate, it was sick. It was like a trough that I'd just open and just like eat a bit of. Yeah. Starting to see why I was single for so long during my college years.
Fucking food, like all around your nose, below your chin.
Just smelled awful. And my arse was in bits from all the beans. Good times. Put on a lot of size though, so worth it.
Yeah, wearing incontinence pants, just eating from your trough.
Yeah, I've still got them on. Carl Curry, are Ultraflex Rotherham members like West Ham versus Millwall for Natty and Enhanced? Wow. So do Natty Ultraflex members talk or associate themselves with the enhanced ones?
I'd say less so. I learned that quickly.
Oh.
What?
On day one?
Probably like day two. Day 2, I got a bit more comfortable in there. People are coming up and trying to talk to me, and I was chatting.
No,
back
they didn't. Someone tried to make a little bit of small talk, right? And at Ultraflex, you've got to know, is that person going to speak to you for an hour after you say hello? And if the answer is yes, and you're in a rush because you've got a call at 3:00, then maybe you shouldn't engage. And Tom engaged.
And I was chatting to this guy, and I looked over at Josh, and I could see Josh's face, like, oh, for fuck's sake, like I've just released the Kraken, like, oh my god.
Every time though, now he looks at you like he wants to come over and have another chat. Don't do that with me.
Hi. Yeah.
All right, mate.
Yeah, mate. You're strong. Yeah,
wow. Can I jump on this and do a 1 rep max of something that you're doing for 20 reps?
Yeah, we was there like doing sets on this pull down. I was like, I was there like, yeah, jump on, mate. Yeah, go on, give it a go, shot. Go on, you're strong. Go on. And Josh was there, just like, oh my god,
like, what have you done? This guy literally did his absolute best to get it down for like 1 or 2 reps.
Yeah, I thought his bicep tendons were going to ping off. Actually, kind of crazy watching it.
It was.
Yeah,
it was pretty dangerous.
But
yeah, that's welcome to Rotherham, bro. Following on from the last, basically, what's the community and cohesion like in the gym? Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say everyone's in there. Like, it's not a gym where you go in and think, oh my god, everyone's looking at me. Oh, I feel so intimidated. There are intimidating people there. You know, Cooper's massive. AJ's like. You know, AJ's intimidating in the way that like you don't want to do something shit in front of him, but it's not an unwelcoming environment. Is what I'm trying to say.
Everyone's just focused, mate.
Yeah.
Everyone cares about themselves more than anyone else in there, and that's a good thing because they should.
Yeah, it's good. I feel incredibly lucky to be in there.
Yeah.
Sriji Chatterjee.
I know who you're on about, yeah.
Yeah. Right. 3 things on your guys' bucket list. I want to go to Japan.
That'd be cool.
I have a new one for the bucket list. I want to go to an airport one day and just book a flight somewhere and go on holiday there.
Just random.
Just random. It's like, oh, where's that flight? Oh, I'll go there.
What if you end up in I don't know, bro, somewhere not good?
I won't end up there though, will I? Because I'm still picking. I'm not kind of going that one.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to go on a caravan tour in the US. Death Valley, national parks, Yellowstone, all that kind of stuff. That'd be so sick.
Do it. Mm-hmm. Do it. I jokingly said to Annabella last night about getting a tent box for the Defender.
Do it. No joke.
She said,
I don't know where you're going to park it in Ultraflex, but...
What? A tent box?
Well, I know it goes on the top, but does your fucking thing need to be any bigger? Do you need to add any more surface area to it? Not really.
Maybe.
So you'll go from 13 miles to the gallon down to 7.
It's not that big. It's like an extra that much on top.
That's quite a lot in terms of.
And then it's the width of the car.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. You'd notice that in your fuel economy. It'd be awful. Think about it. The amount that you spend on the tent box, you probably spend that on fuel in a year, and you wouldn't use it once.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Well, I was actually thinking I'll drive to shows. I'll sleep in my tent box.
Would you actually do that?
No. Would I chuff? That'd be awful.
Big Just Coaching on the side of the logo. Do you know what you could have? A mobile check-in unit.
Yeah.
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 That'd be
Let's
sick.
do it.
And instead of chilling out backstage, your clients could chill in your tent box at show days.
Oh god, that'd be so smelly. Tan everywhere, sweating. Ooh,
glorious,
grim,
glorious,
grim. KGE Fitness. Who have you both been coached by in the past?
You've been coached by AJ, and that's it. And would you say Jake?
I would say Jake, and then I was coached by a guy called Brad Wilson as well.
So you had 3 coaches technically.
Yeah.
I've had 3 coaches.
Wow.
I've been coached by Lewis. I've been coached by Bridgman, the OG. He was the first guy that coached me.
The OG.
And then Brightman.
Oh, wow. You only got TM cycles to go, and then you've been with the trifecta.
The trifecta, I know. I feel like my goals back then were different.
Yeah.
My goals back then were different.
Yeah.
Now, so.
Would you work with a coach for your next prep, or?
I would only work with another coach if I knew that I was going to listen to myself.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So not only follow their instruction, but then also go, hang on a sec.
Also give some pushback to a degree.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mate,
it would need to be a relationship where I have quite a lot of input into it. And that's not to say I'm not coachable, because I absolutely fucking am coachable. Probably a bit too much, right? So it's I would want to find someone where I can not give pushback, be like, oh, no, I don't think, but just honest feedback. And that's why I'm coaching myself to learn, So it's not I don't know myself, but just being able to listen to myself as an athlete and then feed that back to a coach. So yeah, potentially, but the temptation to prep myself is also there, very, very much so, because I know I could do it, and I think there's value to be gained from it as well.
Yeah, I always I've had multiple conversations with people about self-coaching yourself, and I always say just see what you're like in day-to-day life, right? If you open your fridge and you question what meal you should eat every time you open the fridge, when it comes to actually making decisions on prep to better your physique, you might not necessarily make the best decision. Mm-hmm. You've almost got to have an instinctive, that's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. Looking at your physique as if it's someone else's and going, this is the next move.
Yeah.
If you can do that, you can coach yourself. If you can't, you are wasting your time coaching yourself. You are just going to create so much more stress, and it's just going to be such an inefficient process that it's not worth starting. Just get someone else to do it.
Like usually that your initial thoughts are like your intuition, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's like, it's like the obvious thing. It's like, oh no, this is the right move, and then you start to get a bit emotional about it. Like, oh, but what if this happens and that happens? Like, obviously you need to think about these things, but like, I often find when emotion gets involved, even when it comes to like making decisions for clients, that's when like wrong calls can get made, and it's even easy. That's the hard part with yourself, is because you're so much more emotionally invested because it's your emotions, and you can't not be, you know. So yeah, that's the hard part about self-coaching, is detaching yourself, almost becoming two people, being the coach and then being the athlete.
Yeah.
And that's some, I've done it before. Did you prep yourself for your first ever season?
Yeah. No, that's when I worked with Brad for the run up to my first show, and then I couldn't afford it, so I ended up going on my own.
Yeah, so like I prepped myself completely for my first 2 shows that I ever did, and I fucking did well, mate. You know, and I like, yeah, it was hard. Yeah, like I was nervous and all that kind of stuff. But the reason why I worked with Bridgman is because he gave me some pointers, like for my first like peak week. He was like, yeah, just do this, do that. Look out for this, and that's why I ended up working with him, because I just appreciated that. But yeah, I've prepped myself before, and Jesus, if I did that job back then, like what can I do now? You know, that's why I kind of just want to do it.
No, fair play, mate. Fair play. Kieran Stapes, what's the biggest setback or injury you've experienced during prep, and how did you deal with it? I had COVID at 3 weeks out before the first show of the season in 2021, and it absolutely put me on my arse, and I had to isolate for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'd say that was by far the biggest setback. That same year, competed out in Vegas and drank tap water and ended up with water bum, I think is the best way of describing it.
You turned into a tap.
On show day, I think I weighed 2.5 kilos less than my lowest weighing of any other day.
Mad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad time. Annabella basically became my coach that day because of the time zone with here in America. AJ's responses weren't quick enough, so Annabella became coach.
I like it.
And she's great. She just gave me loads of sweets and said, "You look flat as a pancake. You look like shit. Eat these sweets." And she weren't wrong. I look at them photos and I think I could, if I looked how I looked 3 days earlier, I could have 2 world titles at this point.
Mad.
It was bad.
Yeah. So that same year, that's where we competed against each other, and you were a little bit chunky. Well, you weren't, but you're a little bit chunky at that show because you'd had COVID.
Because I've not done anything for 3 weeks.
Yeah. So to add to that, I was in fucking pretty good shape for that show, and in the lead up, just like you, had COVID, like put me on my fucking ass. And just before I had COVID, I had a horsefly bite on my ankle, which turned into a cellulitis infection. So I'll get images up. Actually, my ankle.
Yeah, I've seen this. Please don't.
Blew up.
Don't.
Blew up. So not only before COVID did I not walk around, obviously during COVID for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, didn't go outside, and before that I couldn't really walk around either because my ankle was just inflated like a balloon because a horsefly bit me. And I got an infection in my fat cells in my leg, which started to spread up my leg, which was lovely. So that's probably the roughest ride that I've had on prep, was those 2 things back to back. But we got the job done. That's all that matters, boys.
Yep.
So I would say that's probably the worst.
Nice. Well, it's 5 past the hour. I'm just going to try and find the best question that's left.
We'll make it snappy because guess what?
I've got a call.
I've got a call.
Honestly, everyone, particularly Tom's clients, 3 o'clock, no calls. 9 a.m, no calls.
Did you hear that? People?
Nice and early or nice and late. Wake him up or keep him up. Right. I'd say the best last question is from Mr. Finn Cartwright. Pick
Go
two
on,
blokes in the natty men's physique scene to help you in a scrap against Tom and his two. Who and why?
I'm picking Finn.
Wow.
He's got a mullet. He's tall as fuck, and he's got a mullet, and he's got a good wingspan. I reckon he's ruthless, mate. Ground and pound. He's saying that because he wants us to pick him. He's like, I'm hard as fuck. Pick me.
See, he didn't come to my mind.
Who you go
say
for,
who
then?
did, mate? Jake Morgan.
Do you reckon?
Mate, he started doing kickboxing now, bro. He's he'll kick the shit out of you.
Is he still committed to his goals though?
Have you seen the guy?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
True.
I'm
Just don't-
not
I just don't
worried
wanna
about
get
his
into
commitment
it,
levels. I can tell you one person that is definitely not on the roster of Fight Club. That is Mr. Kez Butt. I don't think Kez could fight his way out of a plastic bag. Or a paper bag, whatever the saying is.
A wet paper bag.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Who else is there? Johnny Clough, I reckon he could be a bit of a psycho.
I heard you just go full psycho mode, mate.
Mate, it'd be like bloody
just windmilling. Yeah.
windmilling.
What about like what about? I feel like Tam would just see rage. He's got this inner peace.
Tam's a lover, not a fighter.
Okay, yeah, but dark horse. You never know.
Yeah, maybe. I'll try not to piss Tam off. Who looks hard as fuck? Oh, one of my boys, Alan Jeeves. Oh my god, Alan is mental. Alan did he did the PCA show last year. You know, with the PCA Naturals, which Brad Coxedge won.
Yeah,
and I believe he came second to Brad. Yeah, I think Alan would do damage in a fight.
Yeah, I don't know. All us men's physique boys are pretty soft, really, aren't we?
Yeah, really are, to be honest.
You know, just living up to the stereotype.
Yeah.
Right, you're yawning, mate. We'll leave it there.
I'm going to go back to bed. Actually, I've got a call in half an hour.
I love it. Right, people. Well, thank you very much for listening. Very random episode number 99. I cannot believe it. Very excited for episode number 100. And Josh, let's not go skipping any more episodes, all right? If we're going to take a hiatus, let's make it a month, right?
Okay, right. Shall we change the upload day?
Mondays are pretty hectic.
Mondays are mental.
Yeah.
And I think at the minute it makes more sense for us to do one a week rather than two.
Yeah, no, like one a week, 100%, whilst the season's not kicking off because we don't want to bore the people listening.
Yeah.
Maybe Tuesdays from now.
Record on a Tuesday, upload on a Wednesday.
Bosh. There we go.
Right.
And we can always go
that's
back
okay,
to
everyone.
Mondays. We can always go back. So, yeah. That is it, people. Thank you very much for listening. Catch you in episode 100.
100. Oh, my
And,
God.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.